Hi grade 10, this is Miss OD here. We're going to look at the second part of this topic called logarithms. Now, you know a lot about exponentials, and all a logarithm is a different way to write an exponential. So the first thing you need to remember is this rule that's in the box here, and this shows you how you write an exponential into what we call log form. Log is short for logarithms. So we notice here that the base of the exponential, in this case, is a. And we notice here then, so this is called the base of the exponential. That becomes the base of the log. Then we notice that the power of the exponential then actually becomes, I just realized there's a mistake there, then is what it's equal to. So let me just change this because there is an error. This here should be your y. Okay, so then finally, whatever the exponential is equal to, then that's what you take the log of. And it's important to remember that the a and y always have to be positive, because here we know that when we have an exponential, we always get a positive answer. And so y has to, when we take the log then of that number y, then it will also be positive, and the base has to be positive. So let's practice this. And that's all we're doing in this first podcast, is practicing writing exponentials as logs and logs as exponentials. So the first thing we have to do here is write 2 to the power of 5 equals 32. We know that's a true statement. We just have to rewrite this in logarithm form. So we start with the base. So the base of the exponential is the base of the log. So straight away I know I'm going to have to write log, and then you write it small as a subscript. So log base 2. And we take the log, if we go up here, whatever the exponential was equal to, then that's what we take the log of. So that then corresponds, the exponential is equal to 32. So we have log base 2 of 32, and that's equal to the power. Okay, the exponential. So that's equal to 5. So just going over that again, if I use the colors, the base of the exponential becomes the base of the log. The answer of the exponential, in this case 32, is what we take the log of. And then finally, whatever the power was, that's now becomes the answer of the log. So you can see the answers and the answer and the power here swap when we write it as a log. And that's all it's saying. It's just an equivalent way to write the same thing. So what the log is actually saying is 2 to the power of something gives us 32. And so we know, of course, 2 to the power of 5 gives us 32. And that's it. So all we're doing is literally just practicing rewriting the logs and exponentials in a different way. So let's practice going the other way. Now we have a log, so log of 25, base 5, is equal to 2. The base of the log and the base of the exponential, we look up here, the yellow, they are always the same. So we know that our exponential has to be base 5. And then remember, the answers swap. So now the 2, the answer of the log, is going to be the power of the exponential, and what we took the log of becomes the answer of the exponential. So, and again, we know that that's a true statement. 5 squared equals 25. Remember, all we're doing here is literally just rewriting it. It's just an equivalent statement. Okay, let's try again. Oops. Okay, let's try these last 3. Okay, so we have to, without using a calculator, we need to now find the value of these. So remember what the log is saying. The log is saying, if we rewrote this as an exponential, the base of the log, which is 4 in this case, stays the base of the exponential. So 4 to the power of something equals, and what you take the log of becomes the answer in the exponential. So 4 to the power of something must give us 16. So of course that's easy. We know that 4 to the power of 2 gives us 16. So that's the answer without even using a calculator. Again, if we do it here, so now we have log of 1,000 base 10. So that's saying if we rewrite it as an exponential, 10 to the power of something gives us 1,000. And then hopefully you know 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000. So that's 10 to the power of 3. So log of 1,000 base 10 is 3. And one last one. So again, log 81 base 3. So the base of the log becomes the base of the exponential. So just remember, all it's doing is rewriting it a different way. So 3 to the power of something, and the 81 becomes the answer. Hopefully by now, with your knowledge of exponentials, you should be familiar with quite a few of these different powers. So hopefully you now know that 3 to the power of 4 gives us 81. So log of 81 base 3 is equal to 4. And that's it. So now you need to go and try the questions in class where you're just literally practicing rewriting logs as exponentials and exponentials as logs. Okay, good.